what we're going to do is we're going to work with you to identify your present and desired state. So, what do you want to achieve? What is it you're wanting to achieve?
Good question.
Yeah.
Well, at the moment, I'm trying to reinvent myself with what I have done already in life, which is I like, but also add value with
reinvent yourself. Reinvent yourself as what?
I discovered that I like to be with people, work with people, and help people. That's what I discovered.
Okay. That's it. That's better. Okay. You like working with people. Yeah. Doing what?
Doing what I did with Nick yesterday. You know, changing something, making them happy. I mean, that's the answer.
Okay. So helping people be happier.
Happier.
Yeah. More resourceful.
To achieve, as you mentioned, to be in the desired state, to be where they want to be.
Okay, so you can see yourself working with clients.
Yes.
Yeah. So who are your clients?
I see two sides: the business side of me, and then personal as well.
Okay, so there's the business side and personal. So which one do you want to focus on just now? Just for identifying a goal.
Do I have to pick one?
So do you see your business as you're working with business people and you're working with personal?
Yeah, it could be both. I mean, I could have both sides.
Okay. Okay. So really, the goal is to work as an NLP practitioner in this area, when it's working with people for personal, and an NLP business practitioner, so working with business. Okay. So the desired state, your desired state is, and where do you see yourself doing this?
Globally.
Globally.
Like
So you're just going to
like
be in a plane all the time? Flying around the world?
Maybe because that was my life 1 year ago. I was in the plane all the time. Maybe
You never came down?
one week somewhere, 1 week in my home.
Ah, also you're at home.
Yeah, I had one
Okay,
home.
so whereabouts is your home?
My home is in Valencia, Spain.
Okay, Valencia, Spain. So you said, where would you see yourself having your practice?
I think I see myself in Dubai now.
Right, okay.
In Dubai.
Right, so what time scale are we talking about just now?
Maybe I don't see only in Dubai because...
That's okay, stop there just now. Let's start with Dubai, because you're here.
Yeah.
You're in Dubai. So what time scale, how long do you expect to be living in Dubai?
5 years.
Oh, fantastic. So within the next 5 years, now it's not to say you won't be doing what I do. I go to India, I also still train in the UK, I train in different places, but this is my home, this is my base. So what you see yourself having an NLP practice in Dubai and working with clients.
Yes.
And can I put paid clients?
Yes.
Yes. Some people don't work with paid clients. Paid clients. In both personal and business. Yeah. So people could come to you for personal scenarios or they could come for business scenarios. Okay. When do you want to achieve this by?
When do I want to start?
When do you want to achieve it by? When do you want to be doing it by?
I think I have to do it next week.
Next week. So give me the date.
Next week, March 2nd.
By March the 2nd. This year?
2015.
March the 2nd. Make sure you get the year. 2015. Okay, fantastic. So you've now got a clear picture of setting. Where are you going to actually do this physically? Do you have someplace in mind?
I have my home.
Do you have a room that's suitable in your home?
I have to move.
Okay. So you have to move home?
I need to picture a new place, right?
Need to picture a new home?
New home. Or a new home.
So you're going to have to move a home so you
Yes.
can see clients?
Yes.
What's the other alternatives?
No, I think what I need to, no, I'm serious, I was joking before. But what I need to do is find a place that I feel comfortable with my clients.
Okay, so find a consulting room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I have an NLP practice, I have an NLP, let's put, I work from. It can be a consulting room, it can be an office, it can be part of, because there's many NLP people work from doctors, work from private dentists all over the world. So, but it could be an office, it could be a consulting room, it could be a place that you rent for an hour, it could be a hotel boardroom, there's all sorts of places. So I work from, I'm going to put office stroke consulting room. In Dubai as an NLP practitioner, stroke business practitioner, working with paid clients, helping them with personal and business situations, and I'll be doing this by March the 2nd, 2015. Sorry?
I already have a place in mind.
Yeah, all right, where? Fantastic. Tell me what it is.
It's a friend of mine that has a big house and it still helps other businesses.
Right, I work from my friend's, don't need names, my friend's room. There's a room in that house?
There are few rooms, so I can picture one room.
And I'm going to just put, I work from my friend's consulting room. Yeah? Working with clients. For personal and business. And I'll be doing this by March the 2nd, 2015. Okay, so what's your present situation?
My present situation is doing an NLP course.
So you're doing your business practitioner? Because this isn't just an NLP course, this is a licensed training. This is actually a license that licenses you to work with people. And in places like the UK and the US, this is accepted for professional indemnity insurance. I don't know, from what I've gathered here, the professional indemnity insurance is not as important here as it is in other places, but this is accepted for professional indemnity insurance. Okay. So you're doing your business practitioner?
Yes.
What else?
I'm doing my NLP business practitioner.
Yeah.
And taking care of two children, my two boys.
Yeah. Okay, what else?
I'm doing some volunteering work.
Okay. What else?
I'm doing an educational project work for children with a Spanish company.
Okay. What else?
Singing.
Singing, yes. Okay. That's all I need just now. That's all I need to know. So, are you clear on the fact, at the moment you're doing your business practitioner, you're taking care of your two boys, volunteering work, education project for a Spanish company, and you're singing as well. And that's the present, that's today. And the desired date is by March the 2nd, 2014, you will work from a friend's consulting room, working with paid clients as an NLP business practitioner, both in personal and business. Can I just ask, how many days a week are you going to do that?
I was thinking to start like a couple of days per week.
Couple of days? So what days? Which days of the week?
Monday and Wednesday.
Monday and Wednesday. So I work Mondays and Wednesday. And is that possible? When you think about that, Mondays and Wednesdays, comparing it to everything else that you're doing at the moment, can you see that as a possibility?
Yes, because the other things are very, very small projects.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you very much. Now, before you go, I just want to go to the group. So what did you notice there? What did you notice right at the beginning that Anna did that I changed?
It was unclear. She has broad.
The way she was seated.
The way she was seated, what? She was doing that. She was talking over her shoulder to me. What did I do?
Change it.
Yeah, put your feet flat on the ground. I took control.
It's a bit,
Because there was no way, we weren't in physical rapport. And sometimes as the business practitioner, you've got to take control. I always say to my clients, put your feet flat on the ground. And if they look at me, I'll say, it's because you can be much more aware of what's happening in your body. I don't know if that's true or not. I've been saying it for 25 years and it seems to work, but I've never ever looked for proof of it. But what does that say straight away? What's the message I've just given you when I do that?
to have like eye contact and
I've taken control. I know what I'm doing here. Or it could be, I need to see your eyes. This is all the things you'll be looking for. At first, yes, you were right. Where was she at first?
She was nowhere.
She went to
The broad.
She was huge.
General.
Yeah, very, very general. I was using meta-model questions very, very, very elegantly to get lots of information. And I wasn't using them in any particular order. We will be covering the meta-model today, and it will seem as if there's an awful lot there. The only way you will learn to do this like this is to write it out 100 times, again and again and again. Keep writing out examples. Keep writing and writing, and I don't want you to do it on the computer. Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
There has been research that shows that that does not connect with the brain like that.
As much as that.
Yeah. They're actually, in some places, they're taking computers away from children because the children are not retaining the information in the same way. To do your notes for here is absolutely fine, but when you're learning, who writes out lots and lots of notes? I know that Nick does that, and then you never actually look at the notes again because you don't need to. Because you're putting it into your brain. So,
Fiona, I carry a little book with me in my bag, and in there I actually, whenever I've got time, I write out language patterns. I actually do that. I'm sitting waiting for a client and I'll just write out language patterns, or somebody will say something, I think, oh, that's a great one. I write it down.
I've just written one today that I saw on the television yesterday that I'm going to give you tomorrow. I've got my book as well, but I'm writing down examples, because language patterns, you hear them, they're there. You don't have to make them up, you just have to notice them and then take note of them. Okay? So, we started off in this situation with the desired state. Did I mention anything about Anna's present state at that point?
No. It was all future.
Keep them separate. Now, sometimes people will say you have to go for the desired state first. I don't necessarily believe that. Because if someone is saying to you, if you're talking about, I'll just give you an example that I've had plenty of times. When someone says, so I'll say to my clients, so why are you here? This is when I'll use the word why, the motivation. Why are you here? What's your expectations of this session? What do you want to achieve? Well, I really need to stop eating. Okay, why are you here? I've really got to stop doing this. I've got to stop. Where's that client taking me? Into where they want to go or where they are?
Where they are.
No.
Where they are.
No, they're not taking me into where they want to go. They're telling me all the things they want to stop doing, so they're actually talking about what's happening now. Because I want you to stop thinking of purple camels. Stop it. Stop thinking of purple camels. What's happening when I tell you to stop thinking of purple camels?
Visualize.
Yeah, yeah. So the brain, when someone's saying what they don't want, that can never be a well-formed outcome. You've got to find out what they want, not what they don't want, because their brain will keep focusing into the thing they're saying they don't want. Does that make sense? You will find when we do the Milton model that you can use this, and you can use this very, very effectively. So we staged it. Anna was giving me very much her desired state. So I was breaking it down and breaking it. She went globally. I was being literal. So you're just going to be flying around the world. Well, I did that. So you never land. No, See what happens when you say literally what someone's saying back to them. They laugh because they realise it's stupid. And I don't mean you're stupid saying that, but just realises this is a silly. This really is a silly thing, and you also get only kidding. You
your brain is like a.
Yeah.
I used to do that all the time. So
yeah. All the time. Oh, generalisation.
Yeah, but I mean for 8 years.
Yeah.
So you go there again.
But you moved around.
Yeah.
But then did you hear? She said, "But home."
Yeah.
She wasn't flying around the world all the time. She was going places. That's what busy people do. And very often there's families in this type of environment where husbands and wives or partners or whatever follow one of the partners. And you go to wherever your partner is. And you make a home wherever you are. I then identified what? She spoke about Valencia, so did we start getting this consulting room set up in Valencia? No. No. How did we get from Valencia to Dubai?
She wants to start as soon as possible. She wanted to start, and she's here, so that's
How long is she here for?
5 years.
5 years.
I didn't know until now.
Sorry?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Until now.
See what happens, people. So what you're doing here is you're retrieving the information and you're making her map of the world, her map of the situation of being an NLP business practitioner stroke business practitioner, and your license allows you to do both. Work, personal. Who noticed the submodalities? What's that now? Those of you who know it, don't say anything. What's that?
Business. Business and personal.
Now, I didn't go, is that a big picture, is that a small picture? But every time I spoke, I actually was saying to her, so these clients, and these clients. And see how she separated them. People do this all the time. Now, can you start to see the power of working with submodalities here? You don't spend all your, we're teaching you the basics. Is it a big picture, is it small pictures, is it still, is it moving, is it colour, is it black and white? We're teaching that. You have to know all that stuff. And sometimes you will refer back to it. At this stage you will be referring back to it, but now when you see conversationally, can you say, now watch what happens. So when you're working with these business clients, how are you going to be, what kind of things are you going to be helping these business clients do?
I'm gonna work it.
Look how confused she is.
Yeah.
Because what have I done?
You see them where the
Just put in the middle.
You're doing something with your hands.
She's saying, I'm doing something with my hand. You probably don't actually realise that what everyone else is seeing here, but that's all right. I'm putting my hand in your personal client submodality and talking about business clients. Look, she's sat right back. She's feeling really uncomfortable. No.
No, I mean, I'm processing the information.
Yeah, but all about, right, look, I'm just, and thank you for this, because we're playing right. Right, so these clients, what are you going to be doing with them, these business clients?
I'm gonna put them.
Look, straight away she's fluent. She can start talking about what she's doing. But can you see when I was saying your business client and pointing to where you had put your personal clients, you actually became confused. And this is what happens. You can cause complete confusion with someone. If you do, you've got to watch where your hands go. If I'm doing that in front of my client when they're working. So everything you do is purposeful. Yeah? Okay, so off you go.
So,
Sorry, it's a question to you.
yeah, like if I place the business here and the personal here,
Yeah.
I mean, I separated them, but left or right,
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And again, thank you for that, because in NLP, you never ask the question, why? You're not analysing, you're noticing that's the method that you're doing. You have separated your business and your business and your personal like that. I'll give you an example, another example. I did this exact demonstration 9 years ago with a girl who was a business leader of I think the company she worked with, she had a budget of about £70 million. And it was really interesting because she came out with this in the room of business leaders who were doing their business practitioner, and she didn't give that impression. She didn't, I mean, she was dressed casual as we all do in this training. Now, there was a gasp in the room that this is what she was charged of. And she actually said, I've got 3 teams, she said, they're fine. They can get on and do with it. I'm working on them, but this lot, they're the problem. Okay? Last year in the UK, this girl came onto the course and she said to me, I did a business practitioner with you many years ago and I never ever did anything with it and I want to do it again. And I looked at her and thought, you know, I saw her name, I didn't really recognise her name, but she'd actually been married, so her name had changed. And she was very familiar, but I couldn't quite place. But I'd worked with thousands of people. In he come. And no, he's not sitting there, that's where he was sitting yesterday. Whoa. And I was doing this demonstration with someone else on this course, and all of a sudden I went, I don't know your name, but I know who she is. So I finished the demonstration and I looked at her and said, tell me, what happened to them? She went, oh, we sorted them, we got them, and we put them with that. That was years later, and I didn't say anything more than, I said her name, what happened to them? No, that team, yeah, what happened to them? So but when you start to track people's submodalities, you can actually work, you remember so much information of what's happening, and you can use, now, you don't keep it in your head all the time live, it gets stored, and then it comes back when you work with that client again. Can you imagine how she felt that I was able to do that after all these years? But she didn't question it until afterwards. She suddenly went, how did you do that? I said, I remembered sitting with you, I remembered, and I'll always remember you, that and that. Okay? Any questions? Okay, off you go. Go and get the desired state and the present state. And it doesn't matter, Ali, that you've missed this, just do it. We're just looking at the desired state and present state.